So I'm going to show how to have the webcam available at the same time as a presentation. So I've actually started a Teams meeting, so I'm actually inside a Teams meeting, and as you can see by this red box here, I'm actually sharing my screen and recording the Teams meeting at the same time. So this is a recorded Teams meeting at the moment. And what I've done, and I'll just close this for now, and I'll bring this back to the original settings, and I'll explain this in a second. So in order to have your presentation and the camera at the same time, we'll have to use a bit of a workaround because we don't have that kind of like picture-in-picture effect that's available. For example, if you actually record a slideshow or you actually do like a screencast with Screencast-O-Matic, where it does let you toggle the webcam on your shared space. But let's go into the workaround. So the first thing I want to do is to open up my camera app, and in Windows you can just start typing camera, and I think Macs have something very similar, some sort of camera app, and you can see when you open that you do get your webcam image showing. And basically what you do is you kind of place this side by side with your presentation. Now, by default, when you start a presentation, it goes into full screen mode, and what then happens is it just covers everything, so you can't actually see this camera anymore because it takes up the whole full screen. So instead, what we do is go into the slideshow tab here and set up the slideshow. And instead of using the full screen, we say that we want to present in a window. Okay. And now, when we actually present, you can see that the presentation comes in a window instead of full screen. And the advantage of this is I can drag this around like a window and present as something like this or similar. Okay. Now, it's not the most professional looking thing. As you can see the top bar here. You can see the toolbar on the bottom. It is a bit of a workaround, but that is what it is. If you want, as you can see, you can also see the desktop, so you may want to cover that up and present like something like this, and you can go through your slideshow like so. Okay. Another option is to have your webcam image as a full size. Okay, and you can even move this off your desktop if you want, and kind of like hide it a little bit, like so. And then you can bring up your presentation and have this as kind of like slides on the side. So that's another possibility for having your slides and a webcam image at the same time. And the same thing, you can go through your slideshow. What you can't do is you can't have your image inside your PowerPoint presentation, for example. And the reason for this is, let me just show you what happens. So let's make this, and let's attempt to do it where I want this webcam inside the PowerPoint. Okay, and the reason for this is your PowerPoint needs to be the active window. And it needs to be the active window because otherwise you won't be able to go through your presentation with like the arrow keys or the mouse button, because as soon as if it's not active, you can't use the arrow keys, and the only way to scroll through this is to make the PowerPoint your active window. And when it's your active window, it sits on top, right? Whatever's on top is the active window, and since this is the active window, I can't use my arrow keys to click through the slides, so that's one limitation. But yeah, if the other possibility works for you, that's a bit of a workaround. So either having the side-by-side look kind of thing, or having the PowerPoint on top of the webcam image.